How would you describe the last 2 months for you and the program?
Uh,
I'm going to time you on this one. You might be going a while.
no, I won't be. It's been extremely busy, emotional in a lot of ways, but it's part of the collegiate landscape we're in, and our focus has been to recruit and find young people that really want to play at Iowa State. I think we found that, and like every year, you start 0-0, and we'll get to work in June, but my staff's done a great job, and we're looking forward to what's ahead.
With what can happen now in the college basketball world and kind of what happened to your team, are you more disappointed at the players or maybe the NCAA in the process of what can happen?
I don't know that I'm disappointed in anything. I've learned a long time ago you control what you can, and this is the environment we're in. Everyone can do what they need to do for themselves, and I respect that. I appreciate the effort that those people gave us. I hope they appreciate the effort Iowa State gave them. But I've always been someone that I'm 100% focused on the people who play at Iowa State. I know that sounds cliche, but I've always been that way since I've been here, and that's our focus now.
The transfer portal, you guys haven't hit it to this extent before, and you do it in an off season where you've got two coaches leave. Go through that whole process of when you started evaluating all these players and how you navigated it without two coaches.
Well, our staff was fine. I mean, Jody was there. Jody retired. Coach Shaban took another job to be with her family in Texas, and we helped her do that. She went to work for one of my former managers, so that was great. But our staff is plenty big. Emily Ryan's a graduate assistant and worked it. But the evaluation process in the portal, as you guys know, it's speed dating. I mean, you got to do it really fast. The good thing is there's more video available than we can watch every single play that a kid's ever made. It's hard to vet them. But we started with, we wanted a variety of skill sets. We wanted a variety of experience. And at the end of the day, it was about who wants to come the most and play at Hilton. And that's how we came to the group that we got.
Listen to your interview on the Rush, that show, and you mentioned something about style of play. Maybe you get back to kind of how you used to play. Could you elaborate on that? Because the thing that immediately comes to mind is shooting a bunch of threes and trying to make a bunch of threes.
Yeah, I mean, we had a great 3 years with Audie. I mean, we played completely different than we used to play. She was one of the best, if not the best, post player in the country, and we tried to utilize her in that regard. But in the 27 years before that, we spread the court more. We had more, I don't know if you want to say stretch five, pick and pop, open up the court a little bit more. So we tried to identify that in the portal as best we could. Big guys are the hardest people to get in the portal. It's like trying to find a great offensive tackle or defensive lineman. Those people are really hard, but we like big guards. We like skilled guards. So that's kind of the way we went, and hopefully that group will come together.
Coach, you talked a little bit about staff turnover. As you bring in new voices, how can that kind of help your program evolve and do different things positively?
No, I think it real positive. Caroline McCombs, who we hired, associate head coach, has been in the game a long time, tireless worker, has been a head coach, and even in the 2 weeks she's been on our staff, she's brought a lot of new ideas, new recruiting options, and then we still have one more spot to fill, and we're working through that. But no, the good news, over time is you have a staff that's stable and, there's continuity, but change is not always a bad thing. And I think in this regard, with Caroline and whoever we add, we'll add to what we have. We've elevated the roles of Emily Hatfield and Coach Jenkins. So they're young, excited, looking forward to new opportunities for them. And everyone wants more work. Maybe not you guys, but staff always wants more responsibility, and they're going to get it. And that's part of my job, is to get them ready for the next phase of their careers.
Coach, when you look at Audie and Addie, how much you developed them for all these years, is there somewhat a frustration level that financial, monetary means kind of pulled them away, where you developed them and now you can't do anything about that?
I think what you just said, can't do anything about it. No, I'm really proud of the skill development. Skill development's always been a huge part of our team, our program. My staff always does a great job. Again, I'm really proud of what we did with them. I'm proud of what they did for us. And you guys don't know me very well. Rod does, obviously, but they're great kids. I wish them nothing but the best, and you know, I'm sure they'll do great wherever they go. And hopefully, I mean, they're Iowa State graduates. They're part of the Iowa State family forever, and that's just the world we live in. And I'm not gonna get too worried about it and focus on what's ahead. But you know, I do appreciate what they did and the excitement they brought to our team, and I'm sure they're going to do really well moving forward.
When you and Jamie put out statements in March, I think one of the sentiments was finishing things the right way. What does that look like, and what's the timeline for that, do you think?
Yeah, I don't know that there is a timeline. I get asked that a lot, and that's an extremely fair question. What I really traveled like 2-3 years ago, I kind of went through an exercise at the end of every year where we just evaluate everything. And maybe with the exception of TJ, most of us are on a short leash. But no, there's no big plan. Our administration, and again, I'm not BSing anybody. I mean, President Cook, Jamie, Callie Sanders have been so supportive of us, not just in the last couple months. I mean, they've been that way since I've been at Iowa State, and certainly Dr. Cook came in excited and knows he's coming into a great athletic department. So, you know, our job is to just continue to work and do the things we've been doing. And nothing's changed for me. I was recruiting last weekend. I'm on the phone a lot. Nothing's changed. So we just go into next year, and we're going to work as hard as we can. And the year's over, we'll take a step back again and evaluate it and see where we go from there.
Do you think a day will come when more guardrails are kind of in place from the NCAA? Do you think that day will come? You know what I mean?
No, I think every coach would say, please.
Yeah.
You know, all coaches, I really believe this, all athletic departments work better with guardrails, benchmarks, whatever it is. I think just so we all understand what's coming, because every time you see something, read something, everything's changing. And we just can't seem to catch up. And I'm sure the people that are smart and figure that out will figure it out. But it needs to happen. I think no one disagrees that it needs to happen. It's just who are the people that can put something together that serves everyone, the student athlete, the coaches, the fans, the university structure. So I sure hope it happens.
How much is unfair because you don't have your team on the campus yet, but what does success look like for you guys this year?
I would say success for us is the same as I would say every year for our team. Is we want to be a team that represents Iowa State the right way, that our fans love, and that is playing in the NCAA tournament. That's kind of for me, like my practice card at the bottom always has Selection Sunday on it, and everything we're about. We're not, well, we have to start over. I think you start over every single year. I really do. But no, our goals, our expectations, every single kid that we've talked to, that's exactly what we've said. We're going to do things. The foundation of our program has not changed. What we believe in has not changed. Some of the names, a lot of the names have changed. But we're still going to do things, hopefully, the Iowa State way.
How much did money play as a factor in portal departures? Was it almost all of it? Was it part of the equation?
Oh, it's part of it, yeah. I mean, every kid made their own decision, their families, so... I don't know if you can put a number or quantify that. Every kid evaluated in their own way. So, yeah, yes, it was part of it, but how much, I really, that's up to them.
Time for one more question.
On paper, Bill, it is such a smaller roster than last year. Is the style of play going to have to change just by necessity?
No, we have 12 kids. We had 12 last year. It'll be different because of the personnel, but spread the court. We'll be very skilled at guard. We'll be deeper at guard. Won't throw in the post as much as we've done maybe for 3 years. But other than that, I don't think it'll be completely different, no.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.